Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the special Halloween edition of the Mayor's Corner. I guess my call sign today is Maverick because I've decided to honor my brother-in-law and go as Pete Maverick Mitchell. For those of you who don't know, the main character in the Top Gun movies. So here we are, it's Halloween. And so I'm coming to you today. I did this last year, but I am on the corner of Tilton and McClintock Streets. All right, this is the Page family's house, and they go crazy every year for Halloween. And it's really great because it really gets all the other neighbors fired up for Halloween as well. So I live a couple streets down, and this is like one of my favorite neighborhoods for Halloween in the whole city. So I can't wait for Tuesday night to be out here. But if you're looking for a cool place to check out before Halloween or during Halloween, come down here. It's up by the hospital, Tilton and McClintock Street. And this is the Page family, and hats off to them for doing this each and every year. And it's never the same. They always tweak a little bit. They're always adding to it, but it's just crazy. They absolutely love it. We're thankful for them that they do it here in Newburyport. I'm actually going to start out with a little bit of a serious comment. Last night, the events up in Lewiston, Maine, it's still going on up there. The whole community is on lockdown. There was a shooter. I think we're saying over 20 dead already, and with many more tens of people injured. They're still gathering information up there, but they do have a person of interest. But just a horrific reminder of America right now, right? I mean, these events keep happening all over the country. Lewiston's only a couple hours away, so it's crazy that it's hit this close to home. So just obviously thoughts and prayers to everyone up there. I've talked to a lot of people today who have connections up to Lewiston, Maine, whether it be Bates College or being from Maine and having friends up in that area. So just a really terrifying situation. I know we talk about this a lot in June when it's Gun Violence Awareness Month, but these events keep happening in America. So again, I think this brings to mind mental health and what are we doing to support our people here, and not only in Newburyport, but around the world with mental health, but also gun safety as well. I mean, until we get these large magazine weapons of war off the streets, I mean, we're going to keep seeing incidents like this. So again, very sad situation up in Lewiston, Maine, and our thoughts are certainly with them. So this is Thursday. So tonight, there's actually the at-large debate for the city councilors running for at-large, right? So at-large councilors, there's 5 of them on the city council. There's 8 people running. Everyone across the city is going to be able to vote for these councilors. And again, voting day is coming up. It's November 7th. We're 12 days away here. But that debate is tonight at the Senior Center at 7 p.m. And this will be also taped and broadcast by PortMedia. So if you don't have a chance to see it tonight, it'll be up for streaming later in the week. So good luck to all the people running tonight, and good luck to them on the debate. Just a quick reminder about Trick or Treat. I think we're going to be able to turn this around pretty quickly. So we are having Trick or Treat tonight, Thursday, October 26th at City Hall from 5 to 7. If you want to get like an early start to your trick or treating, come on down. We had some families come down last year. You can go by department in City Hall and get some candy. I will be in costume. You'll see me as Maverick there tonight. So you can come down for that. Tomorrow we have downtown trick or treating. That is from 4 to 5 downtown. It is always crazy downtown. So I just ask people, if you're driving through downtown tomorrow afternoon, please be safe. There'll be a lot of people crossing. A lot of people ask me, should we shut down the streets? It's really difficult to shut down the streets because we have so many businesses open at that time. Again, I know people are going to be asking about that tomorrow as well because it's going to be so crowded downtown. But it's from 4 to 5. It's only an hour. Just be safe. Go slow. Look out for all of our people dressed up. But it's a lot of fun, and I want to thank all the businesses for taking part in that each and every year. And then just another reminder, Tuesday, the actual day of Halloween, 10:31, trick or treat across the city, 5:30 to 7:30. If you want to take part in it, just turn on that light at your house so people know that you're home and that you're participating in trick or treat. And like I said, if you're looking for a fun neighborhood to check out, come up here by the hospital because they do it right each and every year. We have a city council meeting coming up on Monday. There is a couple big things that will be voted on. Short-term rental units, or as we like to say, STRUs, will finally be voted on. It was voted out of committee this week. This has been a very hot topic in Newburyport for almost 4 years. Councilor Eigenman started his work on it. Councilor McCauley did some work on it. And now finally, Ward 1 Councilor Sharif Zeed's latest take on it is the one that we're going to vote on Monday night. So again, this is something the city council votes on. They're going to vote on the ordinance, and then they're going to vote on the licensing that's going to take place. So from the city side, we really just need something on the books that we can enforce. And so from my understanding, talking to my zoning enforcement officer and my planning department, what they have right now is something that the city could actually enforce without adding too much to our overhead. So that's where we're at. So if you have a really strong opinion about STRUs, I suggest you come to the meeting on Monday night. There'll be public comment. And then we'll see if we can get to enough people to vote on this. We need 8 people. We fell 1 vote short the last time we tried this, so we'll see what happens Monday night. And the other important piece of legislation that's going to come out on Monday is the order to officially create the Newburyport Recreation and Youth Services Department here in the city of Newburyport. This is a department that's already in the works here. They already are doing the work. But we wanted to put it on the books officially because it wasn't officially created in our charter. So we wanted to get it on the books, and we've had some good conversations. We did a public hearing. We had a meeting on Tuesday night that a lot of people didn't show up at because I think people are pretty comfortable with this department as is. But now we're going to get it on the books, and then we're going to add that all ages recreation piece. And then this is just the precursor, right? Because eventually we would like to get them at their new home on 59 Low Street, and that will be coming to the city soon, probably in a public meeting first so people can check out the plan and hear about the costs associated with it. And then we will bring this to the new council in January 2024. So we're excited about that. We hired a new head librarian. I teased it last week, but he hadn't officially signed his paperwork yet. But Kevin Bork is our new head librarian. The Library Board of Directors unanimously voted to appoint him to that position. That communication will be in the city council packet. This appointment doesn't need approval by the city council because it's the Library Board of Directors already approved it. But we're excited for Kevin to start on November 13th. The library staff is excited. The community is excited. He brings a lot of experience. He's been the Boxford head librarian for the last few years, and so we're just really lucky to have him on board for the city of Newburyport. Another thing I want to quickly mention is the streets and sidewalks plan. We actually just submitted that back to City Council. As you know, I submitted a bond for $6 million for streets and sidewalks. That's going to get us through our next 5 years of funding after this year. And so what I had my DPS director, Wayne Amaral, do is go through and kind of redo the plan, right? I think he's working with the same streets, but the setup of the plan, I wanted him to be the architect of it because he's the one that's going to have to put it into action, right? So he went through, he tweaked it a little bit. Probably the biggest takeaway that you'll see is that you're going to see work happening across the city. We're moving away from the 1-3-5-2-4-6 model. And then you're going to see a very heavy year for streets and sidewalks next year. And then that's going to taper down a little bit the next 4 years. But there's going to be a lot of work going on some really high impact streets and sidewalks next year. We're also submitting with this plan more of a list plan of our sidewalk safety and traffic projects that we're going to do. So on this list, you'll see projects like the Rawson Ave sidewalk or the Mosley Ave sidewalk, or the intersection down on Kent Street and Low Street, or even the intersection down Colby Farm Lane, North Atkinson Street and Low Street. So all these problem areas that we're working on in the city, you're going to see that on a separate list. And that's the list that we're going to use grant funding for. That's the list we're going to use the line item in the budget for around street, sidewalks, and safety. And so this will be like a checklist for us to go each and every year to be pulling from there. And that's where we're going to go to advocate for more money for a lot of these things as well. So we're really excited about that. So that will go in front of probably public safety subcommittee, and then also budget and finance because of the bond attached to it. What else is going on? Fall sports is winding down for everybody, so I want to wish congrats and good luck to all the Newburyport teams that are in great position going into the state tournament coming up. I also want to do a special shout out to my daughter Sadie's JV volleyball team. They went undefeated this year, and they closed out their season yesterday beating Pawtucket, so congrats to them. Really proud of you, Sadie, and your team. And then just finally, I'll mention Whittier real quick. On the Monday City Council meeting, I am also submitting a letter to City Council for them to sign in support with me that we're going to send on to the Whittier School Committee. As you know, this is a topic that's really going to heat up in the next couple months. There's a proposed vote to happen in January We're asking for that vote to change. We don't think it should be a majority vote. We think this should be a district by district vote because each district is going to have to find a way to finance it. And for right now, Newburyport does not have the money that they're asking for. They're asking for $35 million from Newburyport, and we have 28 kids that go there right now. So we're talking over $1.2 million per student. And we just don't have the bonding capacity for something like that. And I've met with a lot of the other communities. There's 11 communities that feed into Whittier, and they're in the same boat. So we're going to have a united voice, I think, moving forward on this. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to work with our Whittier School Committee that has representatives from each of the communities. And then we're hopefully going to have to find a way that it's at least equitable as far as how this project is going to be decided on. And if we can't change the vote, then we're going to at least ask that no debt is going to be accrued to these districts until a debt exclusion is passed by the voters. And like I said, and I'll be honest, we just can't afford what they're asking for right now. And so that's where we're at with that. So if you want to take a look at that letter, we're going to have it out there so you can see. And then the rest of the districts, we're actually working on doing a joint letter that we're going to send to the Whittier School Committee to voice our concerns with this process and the amount of money that's being asked of us. And lastly, voting is coming up. Our early voting starts on Saturday. You can do it at the Senior Center from, it's from 8 to 12 p.m. on Saturday. It's early voting. Also, Saturday is the last day for you to register to vote. So if you haven't registered to vote yet, you can do it up to Saturday, up until 5 p.m. And then all week, Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30, there's going to be a chance for early voting. So if you want to see the times, jump on the website, go to election news under the city clerk's page, and you can get all the times. But it happens at the Senior Center, and then voting day is right after that. If you don't want to early vote, you want to go on the day of, it's Tuesday, November 7th, and then you have to look up and see what ward you're in to go participate in voting. But we would love to get as many people out voting this year. This is an incredibly important election. We've got school committee up, 3 seats. We've got city councils up. Most of those seats are contested, which I'm really excited about. And it'll be great to see what council we're going to have moving forward to get a lot of these things that we want to get done, like Newburyport Youth Services on Low Street, 59 Low Street. So, hey, happy Halloween. Get out there and enjoy it. And I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner. Maverick, signing out.